You call your dog. Once. Twice. Maybe even 5 times. And they just stand there. Completely ignoring you. Like you don't even exist. And be honest. In that moment, it feels a little personal, doesn't it? Like your dog is choosing not to listen to you. Like they're being stubborn. Or even disrespectful. But here's the truth. Your dog isn't ignoring you. And once you understand what's really happening inside their brain, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. So stay with me. Because what I'm about to explain will fix one of the biggest dog training mistakes almost every owner makes, right now. In that exact moment when your dog doesn't come back. It's not about obedience. It's about something much deeper. Emotion. Your dog is constantly making decisions. Based on one simple rule. What feels most important, right now? And the answer to that question controls everything. That smell on the ground. That tiny movement in the distance. That random sound you didn't even notice. To you, it's nothing. But to your dog, it's everything. Their nose alone is up to 100,000 times stronger than yours. Which means, when your dog stops to sniff something, they're not just smelling. They're reading a whole story. Who was there? When they were there. What they were feeling. It's like social media. But for dogs. Now this is the part most people never realize. When you call your dog, your voice is competing with all of that. And if your voice isn't more meaningful than what they're experiencing, you lose. Not because your dog doesn't love you, but because something else feels stronger in that moment. But here's where it gets really interesting. Think about the last time your dog came running to you instantly. No delay. No hesitation. Like nothing else in the world mattered. What was different? It wasn't just the command. It was the feeling behind it. Maybe your tone was more excited. Maybe you had food. Maybe you were about to play. Or maybe you were fully present. Because your dog doesn't just hear your words. They feel your energy. There's actual research showing dogs process human tone of voice in a very similar way humans do. Which means your dog isn't just hearing "come here." They're feeling your intention. Stay with me. Because what I'm about to tell you changes everything. Your dog doesn't respond to words. They respond to value. Every single time you call your dog, their brain is asking one question. What happens if I go? If the answer is nothing special, then why would they leave something exciting? But if the answer is something amazing always happens when I go to my human, then suddenly you become the best choice. And this is exactly where most dog owners go wrong. Without even realizing it. They repeat commands. Again. And again. And again. Come, come. Come. And every time the dog doesn't respond, that word loses meaning. It becomes background noise. Now this is the part most people never realize. Every time your dog ignores a command, and nothing changes, you're actually training them to ignore you. Not intentionally, but consistently. And consistency is everything in your dog's world. Stay with me. Because what I'm about to show you next will completely change how your dog sees you. Think about this. Have you ever noticed the way your dog looks at you sometimes? Not casually, but deeply. Like they're trying to understand you. That quiet eye contact. That moment of stillness. That's connection. And your dog wants more of that. More than treats. More than toys. More than anything. But here's the beautiful part. You can change that. Not by being louder. Not by being stricter. But by being more meaningful. Make your presence the best part of your dog's day. Call them. And when they come, reward them like they just did something incredible. Not casually. Not half-heartedly. Make it feel special. Because in your dog's brain, that moment gets stored. And the next time you call them, they remember that feeling. Now this is the part most people never realize. Never call your dog for something negative. Not for punishment. Not to end their fun. Not for something they'll want to avoid. Because if coming to you sometimes leads to something bad, your dog becomes unsure. And hesitation begins. And hesitation turns into ignoring. Stay with me. Because this next shift is what makes everything work, even with distractions. Start becoming unpredictable. In a good way. Sometimes you call them and play. Sometimes you call them and reward. Sometimes you call them just to connect. So your dog starts thinking, every time I go to my human, something great might happen. And that might creates excitement. And here's where everything comes together. You don't need to control your dog. You just need to become more meaningful than the world around them. More rewarding than the smell. More exciting than the distraction. More powerful than anything else, in that moment. And when you reach that point, everything changes. Your dog starts checking in with you. Without being called. They start following you, naturally. They start choosing you. Again, and again, and again. Not because they have to. But because they want to. And that is the difference between obedience and connection. So the next time your dog doesn't listen, don't raise your voice. Don't repeat the command. Pause for a second. And ask yourself, did I give my dog a reason to choose me? Because that one question can change everything. And when you start focusing on that, you'll notice something incredible. Your dog won't just listen more. They'll look at you differently. Closer. More focused. More connected. Like you've become their whole world. And maybe you always were. They just needed a reason to show it. So tonight, or tomorrow, call your dog. And when they come, don't just reward them. Connect with them. Because at the end of the day, your dog isn't ignoring you. They're choosing what feels right. And when you become that feeling, you don't just train your dog. You build a bond that lasts a lifetime. If this made you see your dog differently, even just a little, then stay connected. Because this is just the beginning. Fire.